Hello, reader. Thank you for joining us. This is the Christian Readers Community Podcast. On this podcast, we will be discussing with fellow readers and authors. You will never lack for good conversations and recommendations of Christian books. If you're a lover of literary works, fiction and non-fiction, then you have made the right stop here. Thank you for joining us again, and I hope you listen to every podcast that we get to put out for you. Thank you. Our guest on the show today is Kate Olivia Huff. She is a storyteller at heart and loves finding gospel elements in all stories, especially fairy tales. Eventually, she decided to write a story God placed on her heart many years ago, and The Girl in Clean White Converse was born. She believes fairy tales that explain the gospel in clear and captivating ways have the power to change the world. Also, always a cheerleader of students, she finds great delight in watching them understand the gospel. Kate spent over 10 years in direct ministry to students before taking a few years off. Not able to stay away for long, she learned to balance a full-time job with hanging out with students. She currently co-leads a small group of senior girls and finds inspiration from them often. Kate pieces together the Bible in a way students will understand and be able to share with others. She prays The Girl in Clean White Converse will be a tool to reach many more students for the kingdom of Jesus Christ. Thank you.
Welcome to the Christian Readers Community. My name is Faith. I'm your host. As usual, I'm not alone, and you just heard a biography of an amazing lady. Now it's time to hear her voice. So without wasting much time, welcome to the show, Kate Olivia Huff. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, I'm also happy to have you. Thank you for accepting my invitation. I got to meet you via a mutual friend, and I'm so excited for that. You're welcome.
Yes, I'm excited as well.
Okay, so for those who do not know, Kate is actually speaking to us from the United States. Are you in North Carolina or South?
I'm in South Carolina, outside of Greenville, South Carolina.
And so how is the South today?
Today is beautiful. The sun is shining. It's mid-60s, a little bit of a breeze. It's like a perfect day.
Oh, that's awesome. That's beautiful.
Sorry.
Is winter over at this time?
It is not. We will probably get cold again by the end of the week, but that is the beauty of South Carolina, is we get these little pockets of beautiful days intermixed with the cold days. So it's going to be cold again this weekend. But today, I'm going to enjoy the beautiful weather.
Oh, wow. All right, no problem. I like beautiful weathers as well. Okay, Kate. So, I've read a brief biography about you, but we'll go in depth. We'd like to know more about you. But before then, you're currently working on this particular story. When you sent me the synopsis, I read it and I was very intrigued to know more about it. Mm-hmm. So, could you tell us about this story that you're working on?
Yeah, absolutely. My story is about a girl in foster care, but her name is Lila, and so it kind of tells her story of where she came from, and the beginning is her losing her father, and her mother has already passed away, and so she goes to live with her uncle, who makes the poor decision to marry rather quickly and the lady he marries is not very nice. And so we begin to see pieces of what happens there. So her uncle gets sick, and then they find through a series of events, it is found out that the step aunt, I guess, is not being very nice, not treating her very well. So she treats her kind of like a servant, doesn't allow her to go to school. So there's lots of things that happen there to Lila, and she ends up in a foster home. And so the rest of the book is her story in a foster home, where she begins to have dreams, and her foster mom tries to help her figure out what these dreams are about. There are 2 other foster girls in the book, and so she's learning their stories a little bit, but the dreams kind of loosely parallel Cinderella. And so that's kind of her journey, is figuring out what do the dreams mean, and how do they help her understand the past, and also how do they point, eventually we'll see how they point to the gospel of Jesus Christ. And Lila is presented with a decision that she has to make of, will she understand what these dreams are trying to tell her, or will she just shove them aside and kind of stay stuck in her past?
Oh wow. Okay. So before we proceed, what genre will you classify this story? Because I got a bit of contemporary or fairy tale. Go on and tell us what genre will you classify this story?
I think the overarching genre would be speculative, but it's more in line with what is called magical realism. And so the story happens in contemporary times, but then there's a little bit of magic fantasy with the fairy tales.
Oh, okay. So, according to your biography, you spend lots of time with children. Is that the inspiration behind the story?
Yes, for part of it, but the inspiration came when I was in college, which actually I was working with students then, with children. With high schoolers, or grades 9 through 12 is what it was at that time for American grades. And we kind of created a Cinderella retreat where the origins of this whole novel came from. And so within the story, the novel, each character in the Cinderella story kind of points to a different different person in the gospel story as well. And so,
oh wow,
the character.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry. The characters were defined even when I was in college, and we did this retreat. And then 6 years ago, I started working with these students, and they the story became alive. It kind of, I began to make it a fiction novel, kind of came alive in my head. So that's where it came from.
Okay, is there a specific group for your story, or is this a story for all ages?
I think it's a story for all ages. I hope that the target is probably a 14, 15, or 16-year-old girl. But I also believe that anyone would enjoy reading it.
So this story you're currently working on, you sent me the synopsis and the title, and it's the girl in a clean white Converse.
Yes.
What's that message that you're trying to pass via this book to your readers?
Yes. So Converse, so I'm specifically talking about the shoes Converse. Is that a familiar term for your audience?
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
So we're specifically talking about the Converse shoes, and at some point Lila will receive a pair of these shoes, which is something that she's wanted for a really long time. And so her foster mom will give her a pair of these shoes for her birthday, and they represent the life that she can have, but because she doesn't want to get them messed up, because she doesn't always feel good enough to wear them, which is something that her step aunt always told her. You're not good enough. You're never going to amount to anything. And so she hears that voice in her head often when she looks at the shoes, and she's not brave enough to wear the shoes. And so it kind of parallels. I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
So she kind of has to decide, and so the shoes kind of represent the journey that she's on. Of will she kind of step into who God has created her to be, or will she kind of live in this, again, like this bondage of what she has experienced in her past. And so also there is a little bit of paralleling to the Cinderella story, and Cinderella revolves a lot around a shoe as well. So we had to have some shoes in our story.
Oh, when I read the title, when I saw the title, I wondered, okay, what's the significance of this title? Why am I seeing a Converse? So, but now that you've explained it, I guess I understand. Wow, it's actually should I say, a nice parallel to her story. So I do hope. When is this one expected to come out? When is this story? When do you want to publish it?
So it is currently with an editor right now, and I'm expecting it back any day. She's supposed to send it to me, hopefully within the week, and I will be able to make changes and send it to an agent. And then the agent will send it to publisher. So I do not have a publisher yet, which is what I'm...
Okay, so you're not planning to publish independently?
At this moment, I am not. I would like to be traditionally published, but if no one picks it up, I will definitely be going the independent route.
Okay, but either ways, this book must be published.
Thank you so much. I think it should be too. So.
Sorry?
I think it should be published as well.
Mm-hmm. Because I think it has a beautiful message. So, this is your first time, or this is the first book that you would be publishing. Do you plan to stop here, or you're going to continue?
I am hoping to continue. Like I mentioned, there were 2 other girls in the foster home, and I'd like to tell their stories as well. And so each one of them will kind of parallel a different fairy tale story as well.
Oh, okay. So, moving forward, that's after this book, what next should readers expect from you after your debut novel?
I am
what should they be looking out for? Yeah,
that I've already started working on the second one, which hopefully, so I've got the girl in clean white Converse, and I'm hoping that the next one will be the girl in the dirty yellow hoodie. So I think so I've already started working on her story, the second girl in foster care. And so hopefully pretty quickly, we'll see that one coming out, and then the third one. And then I've got a couple other stories that are kind of brewing. The foster mom might get her own story. We'll kind of learn more about her as well.
So is it fair to say this story is going to be the girl series?
I've not called it that, but that's a lot of fun. I like it.
Okay. All right. I wish you all the best with this story, and I do hope, I really hope it's going to come out, sooner than later, because I I like the synopsis, and I believe the main story is gonna be great as well. And I do wish you all the best in this Christian writing, Christian literature, or the Christian industry now.
Thank you.
I really wish you all the best. Yeah. Okay, so let's shift and talk about you, Kate Olivia Huff. Tell us a little about yourself, besides what I've read to the people.
Absolutely. Like I said, I live in South Carolina. I actually grew up in the state of Georgia, and I have always just felt a call to work with usually older children. So we call them teenagers or students here. So generally between the ages of like 12 and 18 and 20. And so I have worked with a nonprofit called Youth for Christ. Are you familiar, Teal? Do you have Youth for Christ?
Yes. Yes.
So I actually worked with Youth for Christ in Georgia for almost 10 years and loved being able to work with that ministry. And then I felt like God was leading me to something else. And so I stepped away from that and just got a normal job here. And then I volunteer with students at my church. And that's kind of where, in that time frame, I was praying about what to do next, is when this story kind of took hold. And I feel like that's kind of the next step for me, is publishing. The goal is to be able to share the gospel through words and stories, and be able to go places that I'm not physically able to go. And that's kind of my dream with writing.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. My last question before we, go into the final part of this conversation. So you as a writer, I know every Christian writer out there, has a purpose for writing. There's a message they want to pass across to their readers. So what is that message that you want to pass through to your readers?
I truly do hope to be able to share the gospel through my writing, through telling a good story that points to Jesus. And that is one of my prayers, is that always through my writing, people can see the words of Jesus Christ coming through what is said and what is done. And so I truly believe that God can take those words and, like I said before, be able to take them into places that I am not able to go. And not anything that it's my words, but I really pray that He works through and He gives me the words to be that light in places where I can't go, where others can't go. And so that's initially the top of that's my prayer. But also with the foster care community here, especially in the States, I would love to raise awareness for the students that are in homes that need a safe place, whether they don't have a mom or dad, or their home is not safe for them. But I would love to raise awareness for people to see that there is a need, and that they can help meet that need as well.
Oh wow, that means you really have you have a place in children or teens ministry.
I love students, I love them very much.
Wonderful. Okay, so this book, I think I also really recommend it to, to mothers who have teenage sons and daughters, knowing that this book is really going to help. Besides the fact that it's definitely for all ages, I think I believe that if we target teenagers, because in this our time, we've seen teenagers with going through different stages of insufficiencies. Somehow they don't believe in themselves, or they believe that if they appear this way or they do stuff this way, that's when they could meet up to, that's when they'll be able to meet up to society standards. Now, in this story, I get to see a girl who believes that she is not good enough, she's not sufficient because of what she's told. So it kind of brings down her self-confidence and what do you call this now? Self-esteem. So it brings it down. But I guess at the end of this book, we'll definitely be seeing, the life of this girl turning around, which is what the gospel is here to bring to us. And I really can't wait to see how this story is going to turn, how it's going to, turn around for Lila, right? That's the name?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So I do wish you all the best. So if someone wants to reach out to you, say via social media, website, subscribing to your mailing list, how can they do that?
Yes. You can find me via my name. And so it's my website is just kateoliviahuff.com. And my Instagram is linked there, and that's usually the easiest social platform to find me. And there's also at the bottom a sign up for my email on that website where you can get up to date what is happening with the book, with my life, and my email subscribers will also get a sneak peek to one of the characters in my book. So if you subscribe, you'll be able to get just a very short story. It's nothing, just a little short story where you see a little bit about one of the characters. And so I'd love to have you join me on this journey. That email list really is the best way to find out all the happenings.
All right, no problems. I'll definitely be one of those who will be subscribing. And to everyone who is listening right now, if you'd like to actually get the link, just check the description section. You will see all her details and the link to her website and the link to subscribing to her newsletter. All right, Kate, this has been a wonderful conversation with you, and I do hope that when I invite you, because I would definitely love to invite you again, I'll definitely love to have you again. So I do hope that when I invite you next time, you'd be willing to return.
Absolutely. I've enjoyed it. Thank you so much for the invitation.
Thank you so much, and keep writing.
Thanks.
All right, everyone. Thank you for another wonderful conversation. Thank you for listening to this. And if you did enjoy this one, then I'll encourage you to check out previous episodes published by the Christian Readers Community. And until I come your way again next time, I'm saying stay safe, stay blessed, and bye-bye, everyone.